the third sack of Neil Lomax. Crawling in there was Pepper Johnson, the rookie linebacker.
Right in the middle of your screen, you're going to see Pepper Johnson. He doesn't buy the fake to Farrell. He just runs right around Farrell. Nice move, goes down low on Lomax, and he's got to pull the ball down. The football.
And they better complete this third down pass. Pepper Johnson with the fourth sack of Lomax.
There you see Neil Lomax get up. It looks like he might have been dinged just a little bit. Pepper Johnson comes right up the middle. Ray Brown just doesn't block anybody. Runs right by him. I mean, it's hard enough to throw when people are in the way of people, but if nobody blocks anybody, it's very difficult to operate.
Winding down to 6 minutes to go. Randy Wright still firing. Picked off by Pepper Johnson. And we'll have another 15-yard penalty, maybe 5, but it'll be a face mask in any event. Pepper Johnson, who had 2 sacks last week, a happy guy.
On the tackle, personal foul, face mask, 15 yards, first down.
Boy, the Packers have been guilty of a lot of that today. Well, one thing to keep in mind, you have offensive linemen and receivers trying to make a tackle after an interception. They aren't professional tacklers, but what a great catch that time by Pepper Johnson, the rookie from Ohio State. Oh, right there was Rich Marino.
Hemp. Pass picked off by Pepper Johnson. Johnson inside the 15. Pepper Johnson down to the 5. Kemp finally tripped him up.
Peyton goes nowhere. Pepper Johnson makes the tackle, and the Bears will take as much time as they can now between plays, with the clock going down to 4 minutes.
Al and Frank, how about a drum roll? This telecast is presented by the authority of the National Football League. It's intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or this tackle on Walter Payton.
Those teeth storms.
They all got seasick. I gave my daughter the blimp. Stop that.
Second down and 5.
Mine gave it back.
Peyton is dropped by Pepper Johnson.
Hilliard on the toss. Excellent play by Pepper Johnson. The left inside linebacker got in there in a hurry.
And again, we talked about the safety support and the corner support. That time, Perry Williams was coming on the outside, Pepper Johnson on the inside, and they wound up with a Dalton Hilliard sandwich.
Bobby Hebert, 10 out of 21.
There you see Lawrence Taylor make the move. No one man's going to block him. Pepper Johnson comes in and finishes it off. But Hebert just cannot get himself turned to make the throw to Hilliard.
Dalton Hilliard to the 10. Kennard was there again along with Pepper Johnson and Eric Dorsey.
Big play. Jim Moore.
interception return.
Kramer has the ball. Kramer rushed. They throw, and it is intercepted. Pepper Johnson. Pepper to the 30, 25-20. Pepper to the 15. Pepper might score.
A Christmas card.
Here's a handoff. It goes to Smith. He loses the ball, and the Giants have it. Pepper Johnson comes up with the ball. Raiders arguing that the ground caused the fumble. I'm sure we'll take another look at this on review. Gary Reasons looked at the guy that knocked it free, and Pepper Johnson, 52, came up with it.
At the top of the game, I said that the toughest thing to do in cold weather is to hang on to the football. Here you see Smith coming over. Reasons the first one to get there and rips the ball out, but it looked like his knee may have been down. Looked like his right knee was down when that ball came out. Here's another look. Now watch Steve Smith as he comes. Watch his left knee. Left knee appeared to be, once again, watch his left knee. Reasons with his hands on the ball. Left knee is down, and now the ball comes out.
All right. So the review is on, and a most important one. Pepper Johnson may have had a fumble recovery, but as you point out, Ahmad, the knee was down when the ball came out.
Strangely enough, you see the Giants offensive team is on the field. The Raiders defensive team out there. I don't know if that's a concession or not.
Let's watch it again.
Watch Smith's left knee. You see Reason's right arm on the ball now. Watch his left knee. His left knee is down. The ball still has the ball. Now the ball comes out.
Game clock down to 1:11 to play in the first half.
We have a reversal. The runner was
Time as with 2 minutes left to play in the first half. A tie game, and the Raiders have the ball 1st and 10, and there goes Bo down to the 25. Jackson off tackle slant, just exceptional. Really been competitive today. Davis dominating the tackle across one. Now the Raiders go 1st and 10 inside the Giant 25. Burline looking deep. End zone ball. It's quacking as it floats down, and it's almost caught somehow at the 6-yard line. Fernandez had a play on the ball. Pepper Johnson decked Steve Burline. Do you think he just has, looks, might just be the wind knocked out of him? $1,000 for a breath of air. He should.
That's about right down
to his stomach.
Yeah, I think that's what happened, but he just got leveled by Pepper Johnson. And it was a fine job of Burline trying to hold this ball to wait for his receiver to get open. He's holding the ball, still trying to find a receiver, and here comes Pepper Johnson. Just as he lets it go, he gets leveled. That's the price you pay playing quarterback. You got to wait for your receiver to get open. He sees this guy coming at him right down the middle. He just has to be courageous enough to stand in there and deliver the ball at the last minute. Almost gets a completion.
Of Carl Banks. He said every down he grades out just about perfect. Here's a pitch back. Marcus Allen takes it right at the defense, cutting back, and he's inside the 15-yard line. On a 2nd down and 10 play, Marcus Allen got about 3. Pepper Johnson, 52, and Carl Banks were on the stop.
Marcus Allen here trying to find a little spot. He swings wide and then tries to cut it back up the middle. And Leonard Marshall, who was maybe one of the best power players on this football team, just...
Burline. Swing, gets it out on a screen to Bo Jackson, but again the Giants cut him down. Pepper Johnson, number 52, makes the knockdown after a gain of just 2 yards.
Ball at the 45, Miami territory. Marino way over the mark. Mark Clayton felt he was held, but no flag.
Pepper Johnson all over Marino. Just when Dan wants to step into his throw, he's got somebody pushing right into his face.
Pepper leads the cheers as he leaves the field.
Many cornerbacks around the league that will give you that answer.
He's been a mystery on special teams. Marino hit as he throws incomplete to Troy Stratford. And the pressure coming from Pepper Johnson.
Eric Dorsey really knifed in. Pepper Johnson 52 and Dorsey 77 all over Marino. He's going to have to be protected here too, because they are really hitting him, not necessarily late, but is getting close, very close. Remember, Dick, when that throwing motion is completed, he's hit early there. But when that throwing motion is completed,
Marino from his own 13. Sammy Smith hit immediately and driven back by the Giants. Pepper Johnson was the first there.
Eric Howard came from behind that play and caught it. The two young rookies, Sims and Reb, pulled, but Howard followed them along behind the line of scrimmage. And
in the backfield. Looking for Bryant, and picked off by Pepper Johnson. Got a few words for Kelvin.
Pepper had something to say about that one. He got fooled in the open field running, but watch here. He's out there. The guy they try and throw to on that situation is Kelvin Bryant out of the backfield. He threw that one right to Pepper Johnson, who had great coverage.
7-3, the Giants lead the Red.
Giants have McGrew in the lineup, number 57 at left outside linebacker, Sanders. Sanders showing that incredible quickness. Looked like he might be stopped behind the line, winds up with a 5-yard gain.
The Eagles have had some of those same problems.
First down on the 13, and a play fake. Cunningham to Keith Byers. He fumbles the ball. Pepper Johnson hit him out of bounds, but the Giants have recovered before the ball went out of bounds. And Greg Jackson, along with Meyer and Guyton. Guyton was the guy who picked it up. Second Eagle fumble of the game.
Keith Byers has huge hands. He's carrying that ball away from his body, and Pepper stripped through with that hand, and for the second time today, he has popped that ball loose. The Giants are bringing it back. You were going to ask, I know.
Second and 15. The screen pass tipped away, incomplete. It was deflected by Pepper Johnson.
Beautifully anticipated by the linebacker Johnson, and the reason he's able to make that play, he attacked the play. He absolutely attacked. Watch as they allow the alignment inside. There are only two linemen inside for the Giants as they put the linebackers at defensive end. They allow them to go through, but watch Johnson. Just as that ball arrives, he's right there to nail Byers in the back. In fact, the ball hits him in the face. That almost took his eye out.
Giants are endeavoring to correct it. Philadelphia has a first down on the 36. In motion, Calvin Williams. Anthony Toney gets a good hole off the left side, and a fumble on the play, and the Giants have recovered in Philadelphia territory at the 44. And again, tempers flare. So this is not your ordinary game. These teams don't like each other, but in any event, the Giants have recovered a fumble by Anthony Toney.
Anthony Toney, number 25, just taking the handoff off the left-hand side, gets away from Washington. It's Pepper Johnson right there, stripping that ball away. The ball rolling free. Toney unable to get his hands on it. Pepper picks it up. Boy, does both of it. Strips the ball, then scoops it. And Parcells was right. Already, we have a turnover in this ballgame.
Giants first down. Otis Anderson, the running back. Two tight ends. They're on the 40.
13-0 Giants. Bressner dumped by Pepper Johnson at the 14-yard line.
Led by an outstanding performance by Pepper Johnson, the defense registered a
Remember, they beat him earlier this year in Cleveland. They led it 9-3 at the half, and Pepper Johnson made O'Donnell.
Third down and a long 8. Cunningham is sacked. Pepper Johnson up the middle again.
Well, the New York Giants see something. They've brought Pepper Johnson 3 times up the middle. Watch Pepper right here. See, he sees this right away. They're just going to take care right over that left side. The 2 new guys. Alexander can't get back. Pepper makes the play.
Houston didn't score until 28 seconds remained in a game that brought the Browns to 5-1. Their best start in 30 years.
Lead. Fourth quarter, Patriots driving. Bledsoe picked off by Pepper Johnson. Shakes it up. Pepper. What happened?
Well, the Browns knew he'd love to go to Ben Coates. Here, Pepper Johnson, even in zone coverage, looks up Ben, makes the interception.
Eric Bieniemy is the remaining back. He is there to block and moves over on the screen. Tipped as it intercepted. No, incomplete. The Browns almost had the interception. That was Pepper Johnson. It was really a pleasure talking to him yesterday, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, I mean he's one of the real true fire and brimstone kind of guys on this Cleveland Browns team. He got most of that playing with the LTs and the Carl Banks in New York and the Marshalls and guys like that when Belichick was the coordinator there, and he's got the kind of fire this entire team needs.
30-yard field goal, and the fax is still coming in. Second down. And it is intercepted. It is intercepted by Pepper Johnson. Pepper Johnson has his second interception and a 22-yard return.
Charlie, Jeff Blake had 5 passes deflected or knocked down last time they played. Right now he's had 4 passes deflected or knocked down. No passing lane troubles there. That ball is right on the money. It deflects out of Jeff Cothran's hands right into Pepper Johnson's. The heart and soul of this Cleveland Browns fire and defense is Pepper Johnson with a big play.
And at the 18-yard line of Cincinnati.
Remember that. Look at a Bud Light and Windows 95 for Microsoft. Where do you want to go today? Kelly wants to go 15 yards today on this play on 2nd and 15. And Andre Reed can't make the catch. Pepper Johnson with the interception, and they're going to say he was down by contact at the 40-yard line.
But it is
Reed hurt.
It is an interception and a monster collision. A monster collision between Andre Reed and Pepper Johnson. I mean, Pepper Johnson did it all on that play.
He caught the ball almost simultaneously with crashing into Andre Reed, and Reed is still down.
And this is apparent, a collision between a 190-pound guy
and a guy who weighs 240.
Well, Dan, Johnson's just reading the ball all the way. He had no primary coverage. He focused on the ball, caught it in the chest, and leveled Andre Reed.
This will be a great look at it right here.
That's a great look at it. Our director, Craig Janoff. That is a terrific look at Pepper Johnson reading the eyes of Jim Kelly.
Injury timeout for Reed.
8 catches for Michael Irvin, 102 yards. And Irvin has been inside the Cleveland 20 today. Smith buried. No game. Maybe a yard loss and the clock tick.
Colts next possession. How would you say Warren Moon was? Pepper Johnson's 105. Pepper makes the pick. He salts and peppers and